Hi everyone, this is Jane here from Crystal Sparkles Readings. I'm just here to pop down a couple of cards for the weekend for us. So I'll be putting down a Faulkner Tarot card, Oracle card, and one of our new Power Animal Oracle decks. So I'm going to have a little shuffle of the Faulkner Tarot first of all. Okay, I'm just having a little shuffle of the cards, and then I can one down for us. Okay, so the Faulkner Tarot card I have today is the Nine of Swords. Now, Nine of Swords is a very interesting card. The Swords cards all talk about things that we have on our mind, really. They're thought cards. So they also talk about thoughts. They do kind of talk about worries. They talk about yeah, when your mind gets all buzzy and sort of preoccupied and stressed out and worrying and all of that kind of energy. They also talk about ideas, and they also talk about processes, thought processes, messages, that sort of thing. So it's not just about your worries. But the Nine of Swords is quite a toughie because it does talk about like past hurts, really. It can talk about all sorts of different things like bereavements and all of that kind of stuff. So there can be a bit of that energy around us at this time of year. Now, I don't predict life and death. That's not what I do at all. But this Nine of Swords might be saying that you might be remembering somebody that's passed away, or somebody, you know, that you've lost, or have those kind of memories that you're, you know, dealing with and stuff. And it's January and February, sort of winter time, are quite difficult months for that, because it does seem to be that we get quite a lot of bereavements around about that sort of time. So, you know, if you are feeling that way, firstly, I'm so sorry for your loss. But also, I think just be gentle with yourself is the best thing to say, really. There's nothing much anybody can say in situations like that. If you are finding yourself, you know, thinking about someone that's passed or dreaming of someone that's passed, then, you know, acknowledge that and be in that feeling. What does that feel like for you? How is that? You know, be gentle with yourself. Allow yourself to heal from that type of energy. So you may find today is a bit of a day of sort of looking back at the past and, you know, thinking about ones that are no longer with us. So I would just say, be gentle, be kind with yourself, and it will be the best thing to do, is to be gentle. I'm going to pop down an oracle card to go with it. Hello, Merlin. I think Merlin's come to join us. Hi, Merlin. He's very interested in the water fountain. That's why he's decided to come and join in. He's they sort of really like the running water. He did have a fountain of his own. You can get cat fountains for them to drink from, because a lot of cats prefer to drink running water rather than you know, water that's just been in a bowl that's still. They prefer the sort of trickle in and running water. And I got them one, and he and Chinook had one of their own. But Merlin decided he was going to destroy it, and sort of pulled it apart. And I think he quite liked the idea that it had some kind of charcoal stuff in it that he quite fancied. So, didn't you, Merlin? So he decided that he was going to pull it apart. So there was no more fountain, was there, Merlin? Okay. So our visitor has now left, so I can pop down a... Well, how interesting is that? We've got the picture of the ginger cat. So it's so funny how these cards are so synchronistic. the Seek Your Destiny card we have. So as you can see, it is a ginger cat, and this kind of imagery is quite interesting to me, because there is kind of myths and legends that kind of go with the tree of knowledge, and having this kind of energy of being able to go into this tree where all of the knowledge is, and being able to find things out, and being able to see what your path is clearly. I just, look, forgive me if I'm wrong, but I think that there's something in Star Wars that's to do with going into a tree, and pretty sure that's where Luke Skywalker first started to have an inkling that Darth Vader might be his dad. I'm pretty sure that was inside a tree. Now, feel free to let me know if I'm wrong about that, but I'm pretty sure that that's what that was. So there is a kind of legend, a myth or a legend that has gone on about that, and the Tree of Knowledge is quite a well-known thing, isn't it? So what I would say is I'm just going to have a little look and see what the book says about this card, because to me that's saying the Tree of Knowledge is all about learning, of you going into it and having a good look around, and this is like using your third eye to be able to see other things other than just the reality. That's what I would pick up intuitively from this, but I'm just going to have a quick look and see what it says in the book. It says here, you have a purpose and reason for being. You could have one or several destinies. This is talking about you being able to see your life path and your destiny. And it talks about, are you afraid of other people laughing at you because you might be following a path that they might feel is a little bit of a dream and unlikely to come true. And this card is saying, don't be afraid of that. Just follow what you really want to do and follow what you love to do. So that's quite an interesting, the kind of star and the spiral that goes with that. Kind of talks about that, kind of being drawn towards your destiny, and kind of pulled towards it. So it's a bit of a dreams come true card, really, a bit like the star. Asks you not to be afraid to follow the path that you feel like you should be on. Don't worry about what other people are saying about it. Who cares what they think. I'm just going to pop down an animal object. God, I can't get my words out today. Really sorry. Animal oracle card to see what animal we've picked up today. So these cards are going to cover us from now into not so much religious, I wouldn't say. Thank you for your question on Periscope. No, not so much religious. Spiritual, really, rather than religion for me. Although each to their own. I'm going to pop down this animal oracle card now and see what we've got here. And we've got, the otter. Love the otter. So cute. The otter talks about surrender. Okay, so otter is all about just kind of not having to control everything, following your path wherever it leads you, and kind of just going with the flow, really just allowing yourself to be and to go with the energy. So we've got some interesting little combination of cards here. The Knight of Swords, which talks about sort of sorrow and loss, and being able to be in that energy, forgiving yourself, forgiving other people, remembering people, all of that kind of stuff. And then I've got the energy that talks about following your path, not being afraid to seek your destiny, not being afraid to do any of that stuff. No, I don't buy into Ouija boards and things like that. I don't use them. Thank you for your question. So the otter also then talks about letting go and just allowing yourself to follow your path. Yeah, I haven't used Ouija boards and things like that. I don't use them. That's not something that I've been involved with, so I really couldn't tell you what that's all about, whether they're real, whether they're not. I really couldn't say, having not used one. Thank you for your question though on Periscope. Okay, so just to recap, sorry, if you're watching my YouTube video, this is a video that I have previously broadcast onto Periscope. So if I answer questions from time to time, it's because people are sending me questions on there. And you can always find me on Periscope if you want to tune in live and ask me a question. You're more than welcome to. I'm Crystal Sparkly on Twitter, and that's how you would follow my Periscope. That's how you can find me. I'll put a link to it in the YouTube video description. So, for the weekend, be gentle, follow your destiny. Don't be afraid to seek your destiny and go with the flow. Just try to relax and go with the flow this weekend. I will leave all of that with you for now. Have a wonderful weekend and I'll speak to you soon. Bye for now.